And he's like, and yup, DZ. I'm like, no, man, doesn't work like that, dude. You have zero swag. Zero swag. He has negative swag. Is Courage there? I don't know where Courage is. I'm just talking garbage. Anyway, guys, big thank you for joining us here. We're going to get started with this game in a little bit. Of course, if you're just joining, Luminosity is up in this series 3-0 over the CWL first place team, EnVy. I can't even believe I just said those words.
I can't either. It's absolutely fantastic. Seeing some fantastic jobs out of the guys over on LG. But obviously, you guys did see before we kind of came into Frame is the sponsors. Got to give a massive shout out to Astro, who have kind of provided the headsets for a lot of our players. And fantastic sponsor. Great to have these guys here with us.
I live and die by my mix amp.
It's true. It's fantastic. I love Astro. Not just saying that because obviously they're a sponsor, but because they are actually a fantastic product.
I use them all the time.
Great headset there as well. Well, looks like we have already gotten into the Banner Protect phase here for game number 4.
Ooh, rapid fire got
rapid
protected.
Fire. Who's that by? Aches. Okay, interesting.
Okay, so
they want to run. They want to run. Like they want to actually gunfight on gunfight. They're going to be using possibly the Ferret. Looks like we got
Stock.
Stack. I said stack. Stack. We got stack.
Totally stacked, bro.
Exactly. they are stacked with stock.
Oh wow, good job. That's a good one.
I'm proud of myself for that one.
Way to go, man. You get a cookie.
Yes. What kind?
We haven't decided yet. Could just be a regular sugar cookie.
I'm not a big
You're not
fan.
that special to get a good cookie.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe as we move on, we'll see what happens. But it looks like as far as more attachments go, high caliber going to be banned out by Johnson. Nothing really too out of the ordinary as far as the LG side of things go. But like I said, you see that rapid fire, that stock being protected. It looks like concussions
Makes
and
me wonder
flashbangs.
what they want to do with that.
They want gunfights. That's exactly what I read from that. They're obviously protecting the attachments that they want to have. LG have kind of been forcing on that stock. They also have the concussions and the flashbangs. They want to force those gunfights. And then in the end, you're also going to see the overdrive be shut down there as well. But it looks like we're in the specialist draft. It looks like Aches getting the scythe and the slasher going with that heat wave for the side of EnVy.
Kinetic armor coming for John as well as Teep. It's almost a mirror right now. This is what you had expected to see. Active camo for JCap, so we'll have to be on the lookout for that. And of course, on the other side for Spacely and LG. This is do or die time for EnVy, folks. If they lose this, they will be eliminated from the competition. LG will have pulled off an upset, because, of course, it's always an upset when you're talking about the #1 ranked team in the Call of Duty World League right now. LG is in that process of stomping out EnVy. Is this reality? I do not know.
But is this real life?
Is this real life? This is not IRL. This is not IRL.
This is fake stuff that's actually happening. No, but I can't think we can really emphasize enough. The top team, regardless of the top 2 teams that we have currently in the game is EnVyUs.
For sure.
And they're down right now to Luminosity.
When I mention top, of course, it goes without saying that teams like Optic and FaZe certainly have, shown their presence. Without a doubt, these are just incredible squads. But as far as ranking is concerned, in the CWL, EnVy is top dog. So I'm pretty shocked that this is the case. Right? I'm not crazy, right? They're a top dog, right?
I actually just looked up some stats really quickly from @Cloud Stats, by the way. According to Luminosity's CTF record, as far as regular matches go in the Call of Duty World League, they're sitting at 5-1. That's the best record out of teams in the Call of Duty World League when it comes to CTF. So, realistically, coming into the series, it's like, oh, well, maybe Luminosity can grab a CTF. I believe EnVy is 3-2. So, when it comes down to it, CTF being that game 4, honestly, EnVy just doesn't really get to that opportunity many of the time because they're always 3-0ing teams.
Yeah.
But Luminosity, though, they're used to the situation of actually being down. Well, granted, hey, we're in a position where we can actually take this one and what we can kind of consider our better game type. So, this is Luminosity's game to win, and this is just, EnVy on the cusps. How can they bring this one back? I think, honestly, the Banner Protect kind of favors them. They want those gunfights. They want to get this game under their belts and possibly bring this one back.
I don't know. Does it really? Like,
I think it does.
LG's been slaying.
Yeah, that's true.
They've been slaying. So it's really hard to say that this isn't a favor of EnVy. When I just feel like they gave LG just all the tools they needed to go toe-to-toe. So far, what we've seen off of Respawn is that LG can hang with EnVy with no problem whatsoever. So
that's for sure.
I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that pick. Maybe just EnVy wanted that extra boost, and that's going to be the thing that will put them over the edge. Maybe that's the case, but I really did feel like they just gave LG more bang for their buck, personally.
That's definitely possible. We'll see what happens as we get ready to line up here. Evac CTF could possibly be the final resting place for the boys in blue.
Boy.
As we get ready to hop into game number 4, obviously, currently it is Luminosity, like we mentioned, being up 3-0 in the series. Can they close it out, or can EnVyUs bring it back
I want to cast one more game, please.
Exactly. We want to see at least one more. Who do you want to hop on board with first? Which team, which player, who are you looking out for?
I'm a replays fan.
Replays. I agree.
Gotta go to replays. Gotta go to replays. All right, here we go, folks. Time to see what both of these teams can bring to the table. Pharaoh, of course, with that rapid fire is just absolutely nasty. That is what you want to see. Quick draw and rapid fire on there. I'm a huge fan of the Pharaoh. And already off the break, you're getting a couple big kills here at the start, but Replay's actually having to double back to his base because he identified that there is going to be a push coming from that right part of the map there. And here comes Envy, the boys in blue, as they're looking to just establish themselves inside of the base. But for right now, that run is going to be plugged, and JCap can't find much on the left side, so he will get shut down. Now it's going to give LG that opportunity to advance forward.
This is all about waves. You know, when you face off against a team in CTF, you get them off once, but you got to get them back and over in their spawn. That's going to be the major key to get these CTF flags out and lead to some early scores, just really scores. And General John going to tag up one player, decides to pull out that RK5 here. And can he find the kill? That's going to be the question right now. Is he just going to try to stay alive? He's got his buddy Saints off to the side, so we could see a possible bait and switch situation. And Saints is able to clean that one up. And right now, you can see the EnVyUs player, especially it looks like it's going to be actually Aches trying to hold this one down off in the middle. So LG slowly but surely making their way forward and also just trying to establish a little bit of map control.
This has been, you know, one thing I've noticed here is that this has been a, you know, just like a slow burn for LG as they are, you know, just grinding out the kills, trying to stay in Envy's face, keep them guessing where they're going to be coming from. For Envy, those kills right there, those are huge. They need to clear those out, or at the very least trade immediately. But LG are able to get a presence in the flag briefly. Finally shut down, though, and now you're going to start to see that advance coming out of Envy in the middle. And great shots to shut down that as well. So,
oh my goodness, how is he alive?
Pat Price always finds a way to live.
That's true, man. Oh my goodness, he is just basically living life on the edge. Necessarily, he's barely just
living life on the fast lane, bro.
But this is actually a fantastic position for him. He's going to be able to take out one from behind and now 3 down for Luminosity.
When you're Pat Price, you do whatever the hell you want. That's
you really do.
Established.
Absolutely, but Aches has got that flag in hand. He's got some of his
no
teammates to watch over.
That's
a good point. That's a perfect point to bring up. That when Envy brings that flag back, they're going to have to face off against a couple players. It looks like that flag could be ran by Spacely. In fact, he does have that flag. Can he stay alive is the question. We could see a possible flagman on flagman type of gunfight. It's basically just trying to stay alive here. Able to possibly take out one, but no, that's not going to happen. That return, getting ready to come in and possibly commence. Can he get the kill? And he does. Fantastic job out of Aches. Gets the flag cap, and also grabs the kill.
Counter cap. Oh, no. And that's going to be a huge stop there for JCap. He finds him with that M8. That counter cap would have been really, really bad, especially after momentum that Envy had after that first capture. But now it is going to be time for Aches and the crew to continue to advance forward on the left portion of this map here and see if they can make their way into the base. But LG is reading this one and waiting for that aggressiveness from the mid. But they have to be mindful of the players who are looking to push up from left portion of the map there. Aches waiting. He's waiting it out to see who's going to get aggressive on the open side here.
He does that scythe in pocket whenever he needs to use it, but shags up a player. Cannot find the kill just in general, but there he's able to turn, able to find a kill possibly there as well, but no, not going to happen for too much longer. So Envy not making a whole lot of strides here. They're obviously up 1-0, but that flag has been ran. It's going to be immediately stopped by Slasher. Can he find another kill here? The AR in hand, he's going to drop 2. Can he find the third? RK5 in hand, uses the heat wave, but no, Teep actually going to shut down his teammate there, Slasher, but he ends up getting the kill. I'm pretty sure they'll go with that one as long as they get the re.
Yeah, so long as that flag goes back to the base, nothing else matters. But John and company trying to look around and sniff out any Envy members here. Actually, Replay's got a stop on JCap as well. Now you may actually see a run come from LG here. Kinetic Armor gets picked up, but stopped right away. And a huge stop for Slash there. Finds one, finds 3. And he is just going to stop any advance that LG would have had here with 58 seconds left on the clock. Envy Slasher holds it down.
He does indeed. He's obviously one of the most talented players when it comes to slaying for this team. One of the younger players kind of playing with a lot of veterans on his squad, definitely kind of proving to be that. There's going to go a couple players drop down there yet again. Envy possibly has a flag run in the works, but no, Saints is going to shut him down. Can he find the second kill? It's not going to happen. And now Aches, they're living and saving grace right now for Envy. Can he stay alive? No, it's not going to happen. Slasher fighting for some control, and he's also going to fall. And that was a fantastic use as Luminosity sweat off the brow type of situation as they're able to stay alive and live yet again another day. But 25 seconds left to possibly get a last-second flag cap, and Envy, the boys, especially Teep, trying to make his way through.
Yeah, and one thing I noticed too with that flagpole, which I was pretty surprised about, was Slasher decided to look out to the garden and see if anyone's going to be pushing at the top of glass there. But instead, you know, that spawn was coming from behind them. They just did not read that. Of course, LG, I do not think they're going to, they actually, no, they will not be able to make this one a reality. It's going to be rather difficult. Yeah, no, it's impossible. That's going to do it. EnVy will go up, but it's a very fragile lead here, Landon, 1-0. I'm not surprised if EnVy takes this one with how they played that one out. LG just could not seem to make it happen with those flagpoles.
Yeah, and I think EnVy not necessarily got lucky, but, you know, they had that Slasher kind of in the base, you know, kind of always watching over it.
Yeah,
and that
Slasher
kind of
JCap, too. Don't forget about JCap. He had some pretty clutch kills to stop those counter caps.
He did, without a doubt. You can kind of see, especially that shot of the booth there just for a second, as Aches kind of, or excuse me, T actually kind of just leans back, takes a deep breath, and, you know, kind of realizes this could possibly be our final 5 minutes. We got to bring this one back and at least force a game number 5. As this could be, like I said, the final 5 minutes of their game here and their overall time here in South Carolina. Zeke going to be looking through middle, able to drop one off the start as they're going to try to get some early map control and lead to an early cap. There's going to be one player already in the base. Yeah. I believe that's going to be Aches, who has a possible run here, and no one from Luminosity actually currently residing or really watching over. So this could be an easy flag run off the break if they're able to get this final kill.
I like this. I like this play because they're just going for the slays. Oh, but John comes up clutch. If Aches is able to get this, but he was just surrounded because they knew that they were missing players. He got too quiet by the base, and now it's going to be Replays who's making this one right down the middle. There's only going to be one player there. It will be JCap. Will he be able to get that stop as he's just waiting for the players to come around the corner here? Finds one, looks for another one, and that's going to do it. 1-1. LG is going to tie this one up.
We saw EnVy in a fantastic position. That's the hard part about CTF. You know, they push a couple players forward, well, they all go down, and that was obviously a player for Luminosity in the back. Replays bringing it through. As that was a fantastic run from them. 3 players down from LG. Now Spacey left all by his lonesome, as we could see a flag carrier. What a fantastic turn on that was most likely going to happen. We see both of these coming in. Saints finding a nice 3-piece as the 3 go down for this side of EnVy. Like I said, flags being returned. It is obviously 1-1 now. As Luminosity do respond, do they find another cap here as players getting eagerly close? Saints on the flank.
One thing I like about LG and what they do is that they push their advantages really well, right? They do that a lot. When they identify, like, hey, we have like 1 or 2 guys down, they go for that play, right? They try and make it happen. You know, and granted, had the situation panned out differently, and that player not getting aggressive in the zigzag like that, they probably could have been able to come out on top there. So it was that was a difficult situation for LG, but kudos to them to play off of their advantages, and of course kudos to EnVy for being able to make those stops happen. Teep with a 2-piece as he gets shut down by Replays, and overall across the board, every player putting in the work there. Slasher though, 17-10, Landon.
He's just been like the main slayer just throughout this entire series for EnVy. Obviously, it hasn't really equaled out so much, but he's got to have his teammates step up at least in some regard when it comes to that slaying category. There's actually going to be one player in the back here. I'm trying to see who that exactly is. It might be TP, the active camo on use, but it's not going to do too much. As that's going to be a kill. Nice job there out of JCap. He ends up dropping in the end, and now Saints left to kind of anchor the spawns, at least anchor just in general for this flag. He's able to do a little bit of work, turns around, and that's going to be LG trying to move their way forward as they're able to shut down EnVy yet again. But John
is stacked on that garden side, so he wants to go and help out, or at the very least play defensively in their base. That's the most important bit here, right? Because you don't know if EnVy's going to be, you know, flanking around them at any point in time. But huge stop there from EnVy, and they're now going to advance forward. But Saints going to be the last man standing in the middle portion of the map.
This is going to be a big play from him as he's able to shut down one. That's going to leave a couple of the EnVy players to kind of reference back and say, hey, we have someone on our base. We need to shut this guy down. 1 player in lockers. Saints going to go and challenge him. Has that Kuda in hand. Doesn't matter which SMG he uses. He's going to shut down Aches. Fantastic play. And the flag has been ran. Can he stay alive? No, he's going to get shut down. And that's just going to feed a little bit to the points. Now EnVy in the opposite side of the map. Can Teep get the flag? No, he's going to drop Slasher now. On the other side is going to have an opportunity. There's going to be 1 player on the flank. Constant flank for these two. Spacely being so sneaky. Can he find the kill? He does. Fantastic use. Has the active cable to make sure no one spots him in the base. But no, he's going to be shut down. So constant flanks coming in from both LG and EnVy, but nothing really equaling out to much.
Yeah, it's been back and forth without a doubt here. You know, as these two squads trying to establish ground and let, you know, really just see. Oh, wow, what a slide in there. That was a great shot. Aches just did not expect that by any means. But look at this one player here for EnVy. Who is this? It's getting aggressive at the top. Never mind. That was going to be Slasher. Saints and Replays finding 2. And now it's all going to come down to, you know, Teep here, who's by himself up front in that forward position. They need those spawns to come in. LG's getting aggressive.
John just walks past 1 player. He has a very good opportunity. If LG, this could possibly be one of the possible last opportunities. He needs to have a couple teammates with him. And this is going to be a 4-man swarm right now onto the EnVy space. This is a fantastic kill. If it takes out Aches, and that flag has going to be taken out Spacely with the flag in hand, and this is looking so good for them. One player in the base, who is that going to be from Envy? That's going to be TP. He needs to escape. Kinetic armor in hand as well. That one's actually going to expire. Can he find the kill? No, he's going to drop. Spacely might have a free cap, and with 40 seconds left, Luminosity take the lead.
Wow, great play there, and here's the thing, right? TP, he popped that kinetic armor too early. There was no one there for him to fight. So now you have Envy. They have to make something happen with 28 seconds. This is pretty much done if they do not have anything going on here. And I think with streaks and all of that, this is very much curtains, folks. I cannot believe I'm saying this. Luminosity is 4-0ing Envy. 4-0ing Envy.
It's not real. This can't be real. This isn't real life right now. But no, yeah, absolutely fantastic plays from Luminosity. That final cap, just fantastic job for them. Completely outplaying. You see the guys in the booth, giving the fives and just, so hyped after that win. Like you mentioned, Envy 4-0'd by Luminosity.
I can't believe it.
I can't believe it either. Fantastic job. I mean, coming in this game, you got to be thinking Envy definitely favors them. Luminosity come out and just absolutely shock the world as they're able to shut down Envy. And regardless, in a 4-0 fashion. It wasn't just that they beat Envy, it was that they beat him, and Envy didn't take a map off of him.
And the other thing, too, again, to echo that sentiment, Luminosity pushes their advantages. That's the part that I really like about this team. When they see that opportunity, they do not hesitate, right? John, and the clutch play there was John with that kinetic armor. He runs inside, pops the kinetic armor. He's able to get that, that flag out, and he had his teammates pretty much surrounding him as they made that, advance that flag forward because they knew they got the 2 kills in the base. So, mathematics at that point, man, you only have 1 or 2 people left, and then you get that 1 kill because, of course, you have someone in the mid trying to make a play and get the stop on the flag. That wasn't going to happen. They had so much presence surrounding that flag that there was nothing that Envy could do to stop it. And TP, he popped the kinetic armor a little early. And that was, I don't blame him for that because when you think about it, right, there could very much have been a player surrounding that base waiting for him to pull that flag. So it makes a lot of sense. He pops the kinetic armor, but it ran out just as he makes his way to the mid, and he couldn't win that gunfight. That was a critical gunfight. We could have been singing a different tune, but Luminosity pressed their advantage. They go up. They win this series 4-0.
They do indeed. That was a fantastic job out of Luminosity. You talk about